How's it going, guys? Spain have been crowned Nations League champions. Share in the comments below how do you feel about this tournament as a whole and whether it should be held in the future or not. Besides, don't forget to give this episode a like, because we worked really hard just for you. Let's get the show on the pitch. Having scored 15 goals in 37 appearances last season, Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins has emerged on Manchester United's list of targets as they search for a new centre-forward. Manchester City are gonna acquire not only Mateo Kovacic, but also Inter Milan defensive midfielder Marcelo Brozovic. Sassuolo central midfielder Davide Fratesi, who has been recently monitored by many big Italian clubs, has netted his debut goal for Italy. He scored against the Netherlands in the Nations League third-place game. Olympique Marseille striker Alexis Sanchez has made a plea to Arsenal to take him back into the team, but the Gunners rejected the idea. Wolverhampton Wanderers legend Ruben Neves has joined Al Hilal for 55 million euros. Earlier on, Barcelona were reportedly interested in his services. Barcelona have reached an agreement on all terms regarding the transfer of Vitor Roque, the Brazilian prospect from Atlético Paranaense. The deal is worth 35 million euros plus 10 million in bonuses and a contract valid until the summer of 2028. Lille head coach Paulo Fonseca is seen as a priority option for Olympique Marseille to succeed Igor Tudor, who left the Mastiffs this summer. Ajax have recruited the 20-year-old Bosnian midfielder Benjamin Tahirovic from AS Roma for 8.5 million euros. In the first round of DFB Pokal, Bayern will take on Preußen Münster, 4th division. Borussia Dortmund will face Scott Mainz, 5th division, while reigning trophy holders RB Leipzig will be battling the Bundesliga 2 newcomers VN Wiesbaden. In the summer, Real Madrid wants to sell Courtois' understudy Andrei Lunin, whose contract expires in a year. However, the Ukrainian has no plans to quit Los Blancos. Burnley are set to sign Arsenal central midfielder Albert Sambi-Lokonga on loan next season. Last season, he represented Crystal Palace. Liverpool are monitoring the situation around Celta Vigo star Gabri Veiga, though his move is not a priority for the Reds. Manchester United will sign AS Monaco and France centre-back Axel Disasi if Kim Min-jae eventually chooses Bayern Munich as his next destination. Joselu's signing is closed. He will arrive next week, Florentino Perez stated. Brendan Rodgers will once again take charge of Celtic, who have been left without a manager since Ange Postecoglou's departure to Tottenham Hotspur. Rodgers left Celtic for Leicester City 3.5 years ago. The Premier League refused Chelsea permission to sign a sponsorship deal with streaming service Paramount Plus in order to avoid upsetting the competition's broadcast partner Sky Sports and BT Sport. West Ham United are preparing to move in for Fulham midfielder João Palhinha. The club sees in him a perfect replacement for Declan Rice. Lille will let Jonathan David out this summer for 60 million euros. The Canadian would like to try himself in the Premier League. Arsenal are in a hurry to conclude a deal for Declan Rice and will soon send West Ham United an offer that is supposed to satisfy the Hammers' appetites. Barcelona are keeping tabs on Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso, who has been on loan at Villarreal. Xavi is a fan of the Argentinian footballer. Arsenal are planning a move for Southampton talent Romeo Lavia. Chelsea also intend to acquire the Belgian. N'Golo Kanté has passed the second part of the medical checkup before joining the Saudi Pro League side Al Ittihad. The agreement will be officially announced in a span of a few days. Bayern are close to agreeing terms for Kyle Walker, but have yet to make contact with Manchester City. Hakim Ziyech will receive 12 to 13 million euros per year at Al Nassr, which is twice as much as his salary at Chelsea. Crystal Palace will buy Torino centre-back Per Schuurs for 8 million euros. Will Flick remain head coach of Germany if we lose against Colombia? Yes, of course. It's not up for debate. Flick is an absolute top coach who thinks every day with his coaching team about how we can play a good European Championship next year. DFB sporting director Rudi Voller noted. Girona could sign former Barca forward Martin Braithwaite as a replacement for Tati Castellanos. Espanyol, for which the Dane currently plays, got relegated to Segunda. Thomas Partey is highly likely to depart Arsenal this summer. The club wants to sign Declan Rice to replace him. AS Roma midfielder Paulo Dybala believes that his last season's performance has earned him an increase in wages due to his new contract with the Yellow and Reds. As for this moment, he receives 6 million euros per year. AC Milan will attempt to take Lecce midfielder Morten Hjulmand as a replacement for Ismael Benacer, who is out until November due to injury. Ajax have terminated the contract of John Heitinga, who acted as head coach of the senior team and was also managing the club's youth team. Barcelona legend Jordi Alba is one step away from penning a contract with Inter Miami as a free agent. AC Milan and France goalkeeper Mike Mignon has fully recovered from a muscle injury and will be available to play against Greece today. Messi cannot be replaced. At some point, he will leave, and it'll be a very sad day for everyone. For the world of football, we would like him to play forever, Argentina head coach Lionel Scaloni said. PSG head coach Christophe Galtier is in talks with the Saudi Arabian side Al Shabab. Yesterday, elite football was played only in the Nations League, where we finally had all the winners determined. Luka Modric never won his first international trophy with Croatia. It would be a lie to say that the final turned out to be spectacular, though several very killing moments were wasted by both sides. In the game time, Ansu Fati was the closest to score a goal, though Ivan Perisic cleared the ball out of an empty net. When things came down to the penalty shootout, the Spanish goalkeeper Unai Simon turned out to be the hero of the day, saving shots from Lovre Mayer and Bruno Petkovic. As for Spain, only Aymeric Laporte made a mistake after delivering the ball into the crossbar. Alright, it's time to cover yesterday's top news. Chelsea's versatile Kai Havertz has become even closer to joining Arsenal. The Gunners intend to complete the deal for 80 million euros. The personal terms will not be a problem. Real Madrid have abandoned the idea of signing the German, and Bayern did not even enter the race at all. Havertz himself would like to have a new challenge in his career. Chelsea in turn are expected to sign Nicolas Jackson from Villarreal to replace the German. Real Madrid are considering the option of not signing Karim Benzema's replacement this summer. Florentino Perez is willing to wait until the summer of 2024, when Kylian Mbappe could become available on a free transfer. He no longer wishes to negotiate with Daniel Levy regarding Harry Kane. Thus, Joselu can become the only nominal central striker of Real Madrid's squad for the 2023-24 season. Moreover, the coaching staff could use Rodrygo and young Alvaro Rodriguez in this role. Despite that, according to the Daily Mirror, the Merengues are also considering the candidacy of Roberto Firmino, who is currently a free agent. Soon after unsuccessful talks with Julian Nagelsmann, the PSG board has found a new priority solution. Everything seems like the legendary Luis Enrique, who still remains without a job after being sacked from Spain, will be appointed as the new head coach of the French champions. As of now, PSG are discussing with Enrique the terms of a potential contract and names of his coaching staff members. The former Barcelona boss is interested in such a career development option. PSG still have not confirmed the sacking of Christophe Galtier, but it is only a matter of time. The Brazilian Football Confederation has persuaded Carlo Ancelotti to lead the national team. The Italian is expected to take up his new position in the summer of 2024 when his agreement with Real Madrid comes to an end. Until now, Brazil will be coached by Mano Menezes, who is currently acting as interim head coach. An important role in the negotiations with Ancelotti was played by Vinicius Jr., Rodrygo, and Eder Militao, who would want to continue working with Ancelotti, but already on the international level. Tottenham legend Harry Kane has emerged as PSG's latest transfer target for this summer. The Parisian owner, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, personally wants to see an Englishman in the squad. Although Spurs have no intention to sell their leader, despite the fact that his deal expires in the summer of 2024. Kane himself would like to leave North London. In addition to PSG, Real and Manchester United were also showing interest in him, but both have already understood it would be literally impossible to reach a win-win agreement. Ahead of France's tie against Greece, journalists have once again asked Kylian Mbappe about his future plans. "I have already said that I will stay. I have already said that long before all this happened, I decided to play only at PSG next year." According to Marca, there are people in the Real Madrid board who no longer believe in Mbappe and instead think that he will renew his contract with PSG once again right before the start of the 2024-25 campaign. Folks, check out top content from our other projects. The video is in front of you. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you to have a good week.